Hello everyone, welcome to Power BI live training from KnowHow Academy. In this day 10 of live Power BI training, we are going to learn something very interesting that will be completely a different part from what we have learned for the past 9 days. Most of the people have a question or will be showing interest in order to work on this particular thing that we are going to discuss today. And I appreciate you all and I thank you all on behalf of KnowHow Academy for actively participating in Power BI live training. My dear viewers, you and I most probably might have worked on DAX functions, we might have worked on default visuals, we might have worked on Power Query Editor, we might have worked on Advanced Editor, we might have worked on Workspace and My Workspace, we might have worked on DAX functions, we might have worked on Power BI servers, we might have worked on Power BI application, we might have worked on lots of things in Power BI, right? But very few of the people, they will get an opportunity to work on the custom visuals. That's where we are going to learn custom visuals in today, day 10 of live Power BI training from KnowHow Academy. What exactly are custom visuals? If you just look into the YouTube, you will find very rarely all the custom visuals. So now we are going to make sure that today we are going to learn interesting and most commonly used custom visuals in our projects. So this can be one-stop video, this particular day 10 of live Power BI training. This could be one-stop solution to explore different custom visuals in Power BI. So when I'm talking about custom visuals, one thing always comes in mind is we cannot access it for free, so we need to have the license. Either we should have Pro or Premium. Now the point is that when we have the license, when we are working on the visualizations, but still most of the people will get a very less chance to work on custom visuals. That's a very rare thing. So now what we are going to do, we are going to learn different custom visuals. So let's understand one scenario. Always learn the custom visuals with the real-time example. Always try to learn the custom visuals with real life scenarios or with the problem statement. Then we could get the solution right in the custom visuals. So that's how I teach very frequently to many of them, that understand the problem statement for the default visual. That's where you have to opt for custom visual. Okay, so that's where custom visuals show their importance. All right, so let's work on it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this Power BI. Okay, so in this Power BI we might have learned many visuals and all. So let's work on interesting thing. First of all, I would like to show you one interesting visual, which is nothing but the donut chart. Okay, the donut chart, this particular chart I am considering it from my default visuals. Okay, so this particular donut chart, what I am doing, I am considering it from my default visuals. So let me click on this donut chart. As soon as I click on this donut chart, you can see that it's a skeleton that we have got it here. So now what I am doing, let me consider the sandwich category. Then under the values, let me consider the total revenue. Okay, so let me go and do a small formatting to this particular donut chart. I'll come to format here, and under this format, what I'm trying to do, let me go and change and do some small formatting here. Okay, so let me go and change the background. Let me make it in this color. Alright, so let me come to the title, total revenue by sales by sandwich category. Okay, I'll make it bold. Let me increase the size. I'll make it white so that my background color will be black, and align it to the center. The title is done. Alright, now it's legend. Okay, if I want to improve the legend, it's up to us. I can improve it, or else I'll come back to these slices. Okay, that's also fine. Let me come to detail label. Under the values, let me increase the values. I'm considering 14 and I'm making it black. Okay, display units, they are in thousands. That's fine. Now understand, my dear viewers, the reason that I have considered this particular donut chart is that what am I showing here? I am showing how much total revenue I have got, or how much total price, total sales I have got for my sandwich category, individual sandwich category. We need let it be in such a way, in this way, that I'll make it very clear. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I have classic, how much total revenue I have got, what is the percentage. I have supreme category of sandwich, supreme category, then under supreme category, how much revenue I have got and at what percentage. Let me take chicken. So chicken sandwich category, how much percentage of total revenue and how much value. So I have got it in this way. Am I right? The reason that we choose the pie chart and donut chart is that, if our level of category is less than or equal to 5, including, if we want to show the values in the terms of percentages, then we go and choose the donut chart or pie chart. But donut chart is much more efficient and it's much more most commonly usable. The reason is that we can utilize the middle space here. Okay, so that's something about the donut chart that I wouldn't want to make you go much more deeper in this one. Okay, very simple technique. I'm using this donut chart. The reason that I'm choosing it here, this I would like to show it to you. Okay, what I'm going to show it to you, I have sandwich category, but I cannot go and add another particular information in my legend. Is it possible? Can anyone please tell me? Already I have sandwich category. In legend. I want to show some additional information in my donut chart. So that's where I want to go and opt for sandwich size. If I'm trying to just load it or get that data field here, it's not accepting. Can anyone please tell me in the chat box why it is not accepting? What might be the reason? Can anyone please tell me why my sandwich size is not accepting when I'm trying to get that into my legend? I already have sandwich category here. Sunil Kumar, hi, good evening. Okay, good evening, Sadia. Okay, so Sunil Kumar, it's only take one legend. Okay, so shall I tell in this way? It accepts only one data field. It cannot accept more than one data field. Am I right? Whenever though it is a pie chart, though it is a donut chart, when we have already included one particular legend, it will not accept another data field here. Am I right? Yes or no? Mr. Suhas, data already represents category. Yes, that's true. Data already represents category. So I cannot go and add another one. Am I right? Now the requirement is that including sandwich category, I want to show sandwich size also. okay, including the sandwich category. I want to include sandwich size also, but I want donut chart. So that's where our custom visual will come into the picture. Okay. So for this, what I am doing, we will go here and I'll get the custom visual from the marketplace. Okay. That's where our get more visuals will come into the picture. So in this custom visual in Power BI, we need to have the premium or pro license to use this one. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a chart called drill down donut chart. Okay, I'm using a chart called drill down donut chart. So under this Power BI service, there are lots and lots of visuals that you can use it. Okay, as how we can go and use and download the apps from the Play Store, as how we can go and install the apps from the App Store, where we will be having number of applications. The time when we click on any application, it will give us the detail what application this is, how we have to use it, some screenshots of it, some reviews of it, some certifications of it. All these we will find it in our particular mobile phone. Am I right? So in the same way, we will also have the same type of Play Store, App Store or Marketplace in our Power BI. That's where our custom visuals come into the picture. So now we have lot of the custom visuals here. So now let me go and search the one that I would like to use it. That is drill down donut PRO chart. Okay, drill down donut PRO chart. So as you can see that it is certified by Microsoft. Okay, it is certified here, and it will give us the, it is giving us the information. Okay, it is Power BI certified. Now say this drill down donut chart is powerful tool used by 80% of the Fortune companies. Yes, and what it is doing, it is allowing you to create this stunning and interactive donut chart. All right. So what the main features of it, the popular use cases where we can use this drill down donut chart, like from sales and marketing perspective, from human resource perspective, from accounting finance, from project management. So we can use it from anywhere. Okay, that's where the popular use cases are. And if you see that this particular drill down donut chart, it was updated, on 5th of February 2025. All right. So now what I am trying to do here, I am going and adding it. The time when I click on add, this particular drill down donut chart, it will be added in our visual. If you can see here. All right, we can add it here. Now what I am trying to do, I will go and click on this drill down donut chart. I'll go here, I'll click on this drill down donut chart. Okay, so we have got something like this. It is asking me to add the category. Okay, it is asking me to add the category. All right. Now the interesting point here is that if you see here, we are learning something new, right? So under this category, if you see, I am going and adding this sandwich category. Point number 1. I am going and adding the value. That's where my total revenue comes into the picture. Okay. So it is very similar to the donut chart as how I have created under default visual. Am I right? So now what I am trying to do, here I am going and doing some small changes, some small formatting. All right. So what are the formatting? I'll come to detail label. Okay. So here we have something called as font size. Okay. Let me increase the font size. Okay. So font size is done. Okay. Font color, let it make it black. Okay. So let me make it bold here. All right. So I think at least something I can look into this one. All right. So now that's done. It is done. Very simple. Now, as you have told me that we already one legend is added, already one categorical data is added. It means that it is not going to accept the secondary categorical data. So that's where I'm going to show it to you here. Under this particular drill down donut chart, we have sandwich category, but I'm going to add the sandwich size. It is added. I'm going to add the sandwich size. Okay. Now the point is that we cannot see any changes here after I have added another data. For instance, if I would have added some information here, then it will show us that changes in my visual. Am I right? So if you see here, those changes are not visible. Those changes are not visible. Though I have added two informations here. One is category and another one is the sandwich size. Okay, it is not mentioned. Let me show you one more thing. I would like to add another information here, but still there are no changes. Here, right? But here I will show you the animation. Here I will show you the magic. Here I will show you the importance of the custom visuals. Here I will show you the importance of the marketplace. Okay. So what I am going to do is that, let's consider that under the classic category type of sandwich, if I click on it, I will get all the sizes that I have under the sandwich category. Point number one. Point number two. If I select any of these sandwich size, then I will get the names of those sandwich sizes. How is this coming? It is following the format of how I have included the visuals, the data fields here. I have included first the category, then the sandwich size, then the sandwich name, and I am getting it in the same way. Okay, if I just click back, one step sandwich size, another step sandwich category. Okay, so here I am going to get a very interesting way. Okay, in the same way, veggie, under veggie the sandwich sizes, under each size again the sandwich names. Okay, very interesting visual, drill down donut chart, and this particular chart is sponsored by this Zoom chats. All right, now the point is that those things which you cannot go and add and show multiple information in the default donut chart, we can go and use the drill down donut chart. That's where it stands good in the market when compared to the default visual. So now what's happening? For example, if your client wants to go and interact with the visual, they will click on this first. Oh wow, they look, something interesting is happening, right? Something interesting is happening. So now what's happening? Under this, I'm getting the sandwich sizes. Again, if I click on this, again the names are coming. So with this, they can able to interact with your report. They can interact with the dashboard. They can interact with each and every visual, and they can see multiple informations where it is moving and all. It is looking something attractive to the end user. Okay, that's where your report stands good in the market. All right. So it's drill down donut chart. All right. Very interesting. First thing we have completed is a drill down donut chart. So let me show you one more interesting visual. We all know that 2020, 2021, these years were very horrible to us. The entire world was in crisis. We faced COVID 1, COVID 2, COVID 3, I don't know what all were there, but we have faced those issues. We have faced a lot of health factors. Every time when we open the news, the headlines used to pop up. These many died due to COVID. These many died due to COVID in this country. These many people died in here. Oh my goodness. They never showed these many people lived. These many people are saved. They are not showing all these things. They are showing what? Again a pop-up will come. These many people died in China. These many people died in India. These many people died in blah 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 blah. What are the pop-ups coming up? That's what I am focusing it on. Okay? That's what I am focusing it on. What I am trying to do, I am showing in this way. News channel, they are showing in this way. First place goes to this country, these many patients died. Next place goes to this country, these many patients died. Next place goes to this country, these many people died. So if we see the sequence, the top dead people are from this country. The top people died due to COVID are from this country. The top people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They are showing like this, right? And that is point number 1. Point number 2, the same type of information, if I would like to show it in cricket, okay, or in any of these sports that we are watching online or in TV, The first place goes to this country. Okay, so this is runner up. This country is a winner. Okay, they are getting higher score, more wickets. So they are getting these information. So it's nothing but the animation pop-up that is happening. Alright. So that kind of visual we are going to learn now. Alright. So for this, what I am doing, I am coming to get more visuals. Again, I am coming back. Here I am using something called as animated bar chart. We know that we have a bar chart. But it is not animated. Okay, so that's why I am making it animated. Alright. So it is used to show the changes which are happening over trends, over time. Okay, again period related information will come here. It is going to show the changes which are happening in trends over time. Alright. So now let me show it to you. The simple stacked bar chart, or the stacked bar chart, or the clustered bar chart, if I would like to show it to you. What's happening here? I am considering the sandwich category. I am considering the total revenue. I am getting something like this. Is it animated? No, it is not animated. I want to make it animated. Very simple. This particular visual, it is not animated. I want to make it animated, as simple as such. So for this, what I am doing, I am coming and using something called as animated bar chart. Now let me show you this animated bar chart. This chart is very interesting. I know that you people will love it. Alright. So now in this animated bar chart, it is something asking me as a name. Okay. So let me give some name. Sandwich category. Okay. The value. Let me take total revenue. Okay. Still we did not get the visual. Though we have added one numerical data, though we have added one categorical data, we are not seeing the visual. We cannot see the visual still. Am I right? Now the visual will come when we add something called as period. Period in the sense date and time related information. So that's what I am keeping it here. So see this. Animated bar chart. As per the days are changing by, the category of sandwich is also changing day by day, how much sales, how much revenue I am getting. Isn't it interesting? Please look into this. Starting from first day till the last day, which is 31st. Okay, day wise, which particular sandwich category is in high demand. That's what the bars are getting changed one by one. All right. So let me show you in this way again. I'll come to formatting. Okay, the interesting part. All right. See this. Now, if you see here, the title, I'm not doing any changes in the title. Okay. The title is very simple. It's very easy. We have to learn something under the visualization settings that I'm going to show it to you. I'm just making the title like this. Alright. Now I will come to the visualization settings. If you see here, it is showing me top 10. If you want to show only top 2, it will show only top 2. If you want to show top 3, it will show top 3. If you want to show top 5, it will show top 5. Okay. If you want to show top 6, 7, whatever it might be, depending upon the requirement, it will be showing it to you. Okay. So let me consider that I want to show top 4. Okay. That's where it is showing me top 4. Now coming to the point, the duration, as you can see, the speed with which the animation is happening, that also you can control. Okay. Now it is 1000. You can see the speed. Now let me make it 2000. See the changes? The speed got reduced. As you increase the duration number, the speed of the animation will also reduce. If you reduce the duration, the speed will increase. Okay, vice versa. It's vice versa. Alright. Now I am increasing the font size to 18, 20 as per your requirement. If you want to see it in a better way, or if you want to make it bold. Alright, so if you just look into it, this is one of the interesting visuals that I can consider. Okay, so this is nothing but the animated bar chart. Now in order to have the animation happen, if you want to make the animation happen, we need to have the period related information. Without period related information, we cannot show this particular animated bar chart. Now if you want to show it in a month wise perspective, let me remove year, quarter, day here. Okay, so it purely depends upon the date. So how you would like to show, that's where your animated bar chart plays an important role. Alright, so now let me walk you with another interesting visual. Okay, we all know that if you want to filter out, okay, let me ask this question to you all. If we want to filter out some information in the report using a visual, what visual are we going to use? Can anyone please reply to me in the chat box? If we want to filter out some information in the report, what visual are we going to use? Can anyone please reply me? What is the visual that we use in order to filter out the data inside a report? Slicer. Very good. You are 100% correct, Sunil Kumar and Pragna. Slicer. Yes, Shafi Ahmed. It is slicer. Okay, that's correct. Now, if not slicer that comes under the default visual. Now let me show you something very interesting that happens with the animated bar chart. Okay, so let me show it to you, but before that I have to prepare a small report. So let me show it. I'll take a card chart, I'll take total revenue, I'll take a card chart, I will take total orders, I'll take a card chart, I'll take total sandwiches. Okay, I'm preparing a small report. Okay, nothing so specific that we have to take the information. In order to show that next custom visual, I'm just choosing some interesting informations here. Okay, I'm just considering another card chart. In this card chart, let me consider the average order value. Okay, and I'll take another card chart, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the average sandwiches sold. Okay, that's what we have calculated in using the problem statements which we have learned long back. Okay, now let me go and consider the line chart here. Okay, in this line chart what I am doing, I am considering the order date. Okay, I will remove year, quarter and day. Okay, I would like to show total revenue. Okay, we have got it here. Let me consider order date. I'll remove month, quarter and year. Okay, we have got some information, something like this. Then I'll consider the clustered column chart. So in this clustered column chart, what I'm doing, let me consider the sandwich sizes. Okay, and I'll consider total revenue. Okay, so we have got something like this, and under legend let me consider the sandwich category. I'm just playing it in a reverse way in this one. Okay, so I have got some informations here. I'll go to the format, and here what I'm going to do, I'm switching on the data labels. All right, under this data labels, it's not so visible. I'll just make it bold. I'll increase the size and I'll make it black. These are the simple information. I know, I'm not wasting your time, don't worry. But in order to show you the next animated chart, this is very important to have at least 2 or 3 visuals. So that's where I'm showing it to you. Okay, so I'll switch on the data labels here. Okay, and under this one also, in the values, I'll make it bold. I'll just increase the size and I'll make it black. All right. Okay, people, we have got few visuals here. Okay, we have got few visuals here. Now what I am going to do, in order to filter out some information, you told me that we have to go and use this slicer. Yes, you are correct. Now let me show you something in a new interesting visual. I'll go here to the marketplace under get more visual. Okay, so I'm going to show you something called as play axis. I have something called as play axis. This is a dynamic slicer. This is a dynamic slicer. Okay, the slicer that you show or that you are using under default charts, that is a static slicer. The slicer that I am showing it to you now, that is a dynamic slicer. Okay, I'm just clicking on add. I'm just clicking on add. As soon as I am clicking on add, this particular play axis, it is getting added here in the visualization. Okay, I'll choose this play axis here. In this play axis, what I am doing, I have got this play axis here. In this play axis, what I am doing, I am getting the order date. I am getting the order date. So I have got the order date here. Okay, so let me remove this year, quarter, month and all. So in this day wise, where do you see this kind of symbol? Where do you see this kind of play symbol, pause button, forward? Where do you see this one? When we are listening some music, when we are watching YouTube, when we are watching some movies in some OTT platforms, we can see this kind of symbol. Or whenever we are trying to see some video in our mobile phone in albums, we will get this option play, pause, forward, backward. Right? In the same way, what I have done, I have chosen the day information here under my play axis. What I have done, I have chosen the play, this one, no, music, yeah. So I have chosen this day information here. Now look at the magic. Okay, what's happening here? I am just clicking on play button. I am not doing anything, just clicking on play button. Look at it, please. As soon as the days are changing, the value, the visual, everything is getting changed. Every visual is getting interacted. Can you see? Every visual is getting interacted. Every visual, every value in the visual is changing. Right? Isn't it very interesting? It is like, you know, some DJ, it's, you know, the player, the sound, we can see the light movement there. It's changing. Isn't it very interesting? It's very interesting. Play axis. To be frank, more than the slicer that you can see in the default visuals, I love to use this particular play axis. This also gives you very interesting thing, you know, very interesting point. It's very nice. Play axis is very nice. Okay, so I'll just show it to you again. If you can see, every single information is changing here. Okay, in this y-axis, in this play line chart, in the y-axis, I am going to add the let us consider unit price in the secondary y-axis. Okay, so let's now see. Now let's just see here what's happening. Everywhere the value is getting changed. 5, 6. As soon as the days are changing, we can see the change. We can see the change in our particular charts. Every visual is changing. Every information is changing. Right? So play axis is one of the interesting dynamic slicers. Okay. What all the slicer you are using here? That can be the static slicer. But the slicer that I am showing it to you here, it is a dynamic slicer. What it is? It is a dynamic slicer. Alright. Okay. Now let me walk you over another interesting custom visual. Okay. Sunburst. Okay. The sun did not get burst. Don't worry. It's just a name. Okay. Sunburst Chart by PowerWiz. Okay. This is sponsored by PowerWiz. Okay. It is completely the dynamic and interesting visualization, it is very interactive. Okay. It is very interactive. Okay. So in order to show the hierarchical data, we will use this particular Sunburst Chart. Okay. So let me go and add this particular visual here. I am going and adding this particular sunburst chart here. Now in this sunburst chart, what I am going to show it to you, you just look into it. It's very interesting. Okay, I am just clicking on this sunburst chart. I'm just clicking on this Sunburst Chart. Okay, category, sandwich category, measure, total revenue. We have got something like this. Isn't it looking like a drill down donut chart? Am I right? This particular visual is looking very similar to drill down donut chart. Am I right? But no, there is something interesting which is hidden inside. Let me show it to you. Sandwich size I am adding here under here. Now look into it. Now look at it. Again, what I am doing? I am adding sandwich name. Interesting thing. Okay, interesting thing. If you are feeling that, if you are thinking that it is becoming very clumsy, let me remove the sandwich name. Let me remove the sandwich name. Okay, so now you can see we have very interesting sunburst visual here. So what it is showing, let me explain it. Okay, so what is this telling? This is the sandwich size, okay, which comes under the category called classic. Okay, so under classic, 1 2 3 4, what are the sizes of sandwiches we have? Okay, under the supreme, 1 2 3, under this chicken, 1 2 3, under this veggie, 1 2 3. Okay, if you click on it, it is like a spinning. Okay, that's when we play the games in clubs and all, right? It gets spinned. Okay, it's just showing us with a very interesting movement, the circular motion, right? Veggie and yum type. Okay, I want to go back. Just click on the center. I want to see the classic type of sandwiches. I'll just click on classic. See the rotation how it is happening. Okay, chicken, and what are the sizes? Yes, we have L, we have yum, we have XL, and the small we have is double XL. Okay, small we have is double XL. Right, again click back, we'll get this one back. Okay, it is nothing but the sunburst chart. Okay, this visual is also very attractive, very interactive, very informative visuals that we can include it in our particular Power BI report. That's not a problem. Okay, alright. So let me walk you over another interesting custom visuals. So for this, let me go to the marketplace. Here I will be showing you another type of slicer, which is nothing but the text slicer. Okay, so which is nothing but the text slicer. So let us see. Do we have this one, or it is removed by Power BI with the update? Okay, alright, no worries. So let me show you one more interesting visual here. Okay, Sankey chart, very interesting and very important visual. Sankey chart. If you want to compare two categorical data, then we will go with the Sankey chart. If we want to compare two categorical data, I'm not talking about one numerical, I'm not talking about one categorical, one numerical and all. I'm talking about if you want to show two categorical data, or if you want to compare two categorical data, we will go with the Sankey chart. Okay, if you want to do with this way, let me go and click on add here. So as soon as I click on add, then the image got added. So let me just get this Sankey chart here. Now what I'm doing, please look into it. I have to select the source and I have to select the destination. Alright, so as you can see that the source, let me select sandwich category. The destination, let me select the sandwich size. Can anyone please explain me what's happening here? Can anyone please explain me what's happening here? Can anyone please tell me what exactly is happening here? You can just message me in the chat box, not a problem. What do you understand from this visual? What do you understand from this visual? Shafi Ahmed, it's like a matching type of the thing happening. Are we remembering something called fill in the blanks of our childhood? When we were studying our school and colleges, we used to have this match the following. Match the following. Okay, greatest river, point B. Okay, it is something like a match the following, right? How many sizes we have in particular category? Okay, it is looking like a match the following. Now question number 2. From the same visual I am asking another question. Please listen to this question very carefully. The question is that, can you please tell me, or are you in a situation to analyze, which particular sandwich category is having the highest revenue? See, I have added sandwich size, I have added sandwich category. Okay, can you able to tell me which particular sandwich category or which particular sandwich size is having the highest revenue? Can you please tell me by looking at the visual? Which particular link is bigger? Can you able to see the difference? Some line is bigger, some is thick, some connection is thicker, some connection is smaller, thinner. Can you see like this somewhere? Can you able to see this one? Sunil Kumar, no. Pragna, no. Okay. Why we can't say this? Why we can't say this? Can you please tell me? Why can't we see the difference? What is the reason? Are we missing something to add here? Are we missing something to add here? Priyanka, very confusing. Yes. Not visible, Suhas. Okay. Can you please tell me, are we missing something here? Yes, obviously it's a categorical data, Sunil. Okay, it's a categorical data only. We are using the Sankey chart in order to compare two categorical information. Very simple. Yes, exactly. We did not add any numerical data here. We have only two categorical informations. Now we have something called as weight. So under this weight, I am not talking about weight 8 kilos, 10 kilos, 5 kilos. No. I am talking about the weight in the sense the numerical data. Okay. If I am getting the numerical data, now tell me. I think now you can able to see the difference. Some connections are thicker, some connections are thinner. Now I think you can able to predict it. Am I right? Can anyone please tell me yes or no? Can you able to see the difference now when compared to the previous question? Anil, values, yes. Vipul, it's a comparison of all sandwich categories and sizes. Yes, exactly. That's true. Okay. So now you can see the difference. That the connections that you are seeing here, now some connections are matching which are thicker, some connections are thinner. The reason is that we have added something called as weight here. Which is showing us the difference between the higher revenue, lesser revenue, the connections between all. Alright. So under the formatting of this one, you can go and change the colors of this one. Okay, if you want, you can go and change the connection. See this, for SCM, what are the colors you want, you can go and change the colors. It is up to you. Okay, whatever connections you want, you can go and change it. So everything you will get it. Okay, that's not a problem. That's not at all a problem. We can see the color difference as well. Okay, so formatting is up to us. However we want, we can go and change the colors, we can add the nodes. Okay, if you want to get the values in between, you can go and get the values also, but as per my suggestion, the values that you are seeing here are not preferable, because it will be very clumsy. It's very awkward to have, because many of these values are getting overlapped with one over the other. They are getting overlapped with one over the other. Okay, so that's the interesting point here. So I don't suggest to add this data link labels. This is fine as how it is. Okay, all right, so what you have told, that is correct. So the chicken L size is having chicken L. Okay, so this is having more revenue. Okay, that's what you can see, because you are thinking that okay, so this is little bit bigger, not a problem. All right, so sankey chart is used to compare two categorical data. All right, so my dear viewers, all these custom visuals what we have seen now, okay, what these custom visuals what we have learned now, okay, we are using it with just one click, drag and drop, we are using it. But in order to create these particular custom visuals, okay, in order to create this particular custom visuals, in order to work on these particular custom visuals, in order to develop these particular custom visuals, the developers of Microsoft have worked a lot in this one, where they have used the programming languages called JavaScript, they have used TypeScript, they have used D3.js, they have used all these programming languages, and they have created and developed these custom visuals for the users in order to just click it, select and drag and drop it. All right, so this is something about the custom visuals which we thought of discussing with you today in this day 10 of live session. If you have any sort of questions, I'm opening the question and answer platform with you. I know that the visuals that we have learned today are very interesting or very informative, and all these plays a very important role with us. So my suggestion is, whenever you are trying to create a particular report, please use these kind of custom visuals for your report, so that it will be very much helpful for you. Okay, so we have something called as scroller chart also, that also can be used in the middle of the report, where it's like a scrollings. We all know that the scrollings in a news channel will happen, so we have a chart called scroller chart also. We can use that visual as well. So there are multiple such animated visuals that we have it in Power BI. So we have to make sure that which particular visual we have to use for what kind of requirements. Okay, so many of the people will not show you these custom visuals and how to use it, but all those custom visuals that we have learned today are very much important for us, and these custom visuals we will be using it a lot of times in our day-to-day life if you are working on multiple reports. Okay, and my sincere suggestion to you all is that whatever you have seen or learned today in this day 10, okay, please try to practice it. Without practicing it is not possible at all. With just listening will not help you out. All right, so the data set of this particular Power BI that I am using it right now, okay, so that is already there in the description of this YouTube link, so you can download that particular data set as well. All right, can you come up with complete end-to-end industry level project? Yes, so we have something called as project that we do it at the last day of our live sessions, which is on day 15. Because we are on day 10 now, we will learn all these things in day 15, where we will understand all those things, starting from the problem statement till the end of the report, how we have to share it, how we have to give some access and all those things we are going to learn on the last day. So on the last day we will create an interesting report, we will create a dashboard, then we will try to share it with the client. We will learn all those things, but directly jumping on it, I don't want to make it hurry, because there are many people here who are watching my live, so they are learning it from scratch. So basis on that, I'm just improving my complexity level from beginner to some little bit advanced level. All right, okay, so if you don't have any questions, then thank you so much for connecting today. We will be connecting again tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. in KnowHow Academy's Power BI free live training. Thank you so much for attending this session. I hope this session was interesting and it was much more valuable. So thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as your source for IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate the tech world. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.